All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world, we got a pretty exciting one here for you today. We got Mr. Joe Musson from Mickey Thompson, traveled all the way from beautiful Ohio to be here to see us. It's almost like an anniversary, like we spent all this time with him all these years and he disappeared. Yep. It's like finding a long lost dog or something. So, but he even brought his son, which wasn't born last time he was here.
Nope.
His son came to buy an ATV and a go-kart possibly. He saved his money up cutting grass, and we'll get you another video on that in just a minute. But really cool thing with Joe was he was in the infancy of a lot of things that happened with us as a business. We talked about this tire in a video a while back. Mickey Thompson and Dick Seepeck. Joe, what was the deal there? Mickey Thompson bought out Dick Seepeck, right?
Yep. And we had the brand until about a year ago. Okay. We dissolved the brand. So.
Yeah. So like any big business, you know, you run with things. They were buying up the competition. Competition was buying them up. Actually, y'all are owned differently now, right?
Correct. At that time, we were owned by Cooper Tire and Rubber, and then recently, around 2 years ago in June, Cooper Tire and Rubber was purchased by Goodyear, and so now we are a standalone division of Goodyear Tire and Rubber.
Yeah. So ever changing. Most people don't know the backstory. They think you order at Mickey Thompson, you're ordering it from Mickey Thompson, which I'm sure you never met. He was since deceased.
Yeah, he passed away in I believe it was '86.
Yep. So. Long time ago, and then Joe came to work for them in
2007. So,
yep. So most of the stuff we got here about this video comes from 06/07/08. We all know that's when the economy was starting to change, things were starting to happen. We were dealing with two of the largest suppliers of Mickey Thompson tires there were, Atlantic Tire, or ATD, what was that? American Tire Distributors, and National Tire and Wheel, which is out of West Virginia. Between the two of them, we were buying stuff up like crazy already, but then they kicked this big discount, and my order was so large when we started talking about quantities that they said, you need to go straight to Mickey Thompson. Like, we can't supply this. There's no need us bringing in these trailers and then coming to you. So they literally stepped out of the way and said, hey, let us introduce you to a rep from Mickey Thompson. And I said, man, who's this dorky guy? Like, how's he going to help me, you know? And phone conversation led to phone conversation, led to us backing up what we said with an order, a big order, which tremendously, you know, at the time, people were just trying to pump revenue, and it was a big deal, you know, for these orders to happen. And then we had to expedite shipping, we had to warehouse them, we had a building bigger than this that we were filling up with tires and like crazy. But backtrack just a little bit, and this is something Joe doesn't even know about, but I keep meaning to put it in one of these videos. So some people, especially on some of these Weld pages, some of them were actually even blocked on. It's kind of funny. Don't really realize the story is very true about the Weld deal. Same thing that happened with Mickey Thompson happened with Weld. We were buying from Weld. We were going to drop the picture in. These wheels came from Weld Distributing, direct. These wheels shipped to us in 2006. You'll find hardly anything happened with Weld after those dates because they basically closed that division. It was Greg Weld, I believe, at the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, they were making motorcycle wheels. They were making, obviously, race car wheels was their main thing. And they were making other stuff, but the truck division was declining, just like this size tire stuff was declining. And same deal. Phone call came, said, hey, you're a regular buyer. You're ordering a set or two a day. You know, we're lifting 2 or 3 trucks a day in some cases. We're using a lot of their product. Would you like to buy the warehouse out? Yep, sure would. Got a great deal. Bought it all. Here it is. We still got lots of these around. They are not for sale. We're actually doing some custom stuff with them now, and we will not sell them. So everybody always asks after the fact. But right there, you'll see Weld Racing, shipped straight to us, 06 date code, tire, 06 date code. So Mickey was building these faster than they were selling them, and that was the reason for them cutting the deal on quantity. And this didn't fit everything, because in 06, you had cat-eye front-end Chevys with a square fender well. You know, Fords, you know, there was some caliper clearance issues because they just switched over. There was a lot of weird stuff happening in the game that if you weren't from that time and around, you didn't know. And the manufacturers didn't know because they were bolting on a couple sets on their show vehicles, but we were the people that were bolting them on, shops like ourselves, seeing the fitment issues and seeing, oh, we can't lift the truck big enough to clear the tire. So that's why some of this stuff happened. But in doing that, in our relationship with Joe, which we traveled around, we went to events together, we did a whole lot of cool stuff. He had children at the same time I had children. There was a lot of stuff going on. We had a lot of similarities, so we became very good friends. And in chatting and just hitting stuff off the cusp is where the 3918 Baja Mickey Thompson tire came from. We didn't design it. We didn't build it. I know there's been comments made, and some of my people that don't know have made comments and responses. We didn't design and build that tire. Mickey Thompson did, but they had discontinued it. It was gone for a couple, 3 years at least.
Yeah.
At that time, I said, Joe, what are the chances of us bringing it back? I don't know. I mean, I can sure ask. And, you know, one call led to the next, led to some 2- and 3-way calls. And they said, hey, if there's a quantity that you will commit to that we can make sense, we're going to do it. We made it made sense, and we brought that tire back. Made, I don't know, several runs before the mold, unfortunately, broke. You know, it was unusable any longer, wasn't serviceable, I guess.
Yep, correct.
Said, hey, you know, enough's enough. You know, it's time to call it quits. And we'd shipped them to Hawaii. We'd shipped them to other countries. We'd installed them on our trucks, personal trucks, every truck you could imagine. If it fit, we'd put them on there. It was a great tire. So there was some really cool times. And like I said, Joe's been a great friend along the way with that, and with a great company, 18 years now.
18
and
years, yeah.
Mickey Thompson is still strong, still branching out with different things, and there is an opportunity for us to possibly do what we did again and bring the past back. We want you guys' input on that. They need it for R&D purposes. We need it for monetary purposes to make sure it's going to make sense, because I don't want to kick all these cars out and have this be a tire warehouse, but I damn sure will if we have to.
Yeah.
But there is a chance to bring back the Baja Mickey, and it's a cool thing, especially mixing in with us doing this old school stuff. And there's several opportunities on some sizes, 33, 36, 39, and a 44. And we're working real closely with them on that, you know, to bring some closure to some of these options. And there'll be the wide option. They're going to be the old school stuff. They're going to be what you guys are fiending for. If you look around in our showroom, like the behemoths behind you, most every one of them is on a 1550 or a 1950. One of the options we discussed is a 1650. So if you guys have a desire for a 33, 36, 39, or 44, drop it in the comments. We really want your feedback on this. Even if you're not a buyer for it today, if you think it's something you'd use in the future, something that you would like to have, bring it up, let us know. It'll be really good for us to work with them to see what's going on. And
that's it. We really do need the feedback, because that's how we're always trying to look at what the new trends are, what the new items are that are coming out, new fitments like we discussed. Like I said, at the time, these sizes, the 36, 1550s, were very, very big, and that market went away. So we're always having to adapt to what the new cultures are, the new ideas. And so like JW said, we're always looking for ideas on new items to look that you guys want.
And this isn't going to be like a break the bank, going to put Mickey on the map for making money. They make tires by the gazillions. Like, they got sizes they just make, like, you know,
Turn
like
out
dollar
every day.
bills.
Yeah,
Turn out
yeah.
every day.
Yep.
This would be something they would do just to help the consumer. Like, the dollar amount of it wouldn't amount to squat when you talk at a corporate company like they are. The size and the numbers that could be produced, we know there's not enough trucks out there that can run it, just like this. It's more of an opportunity to give back to the truck community, the square body guys, the classic Ford guys, the Super Duty guys, the King Kong, you know, monster show truck guys, but also the guys that come from the era that we do, where we ran those tires when you could just get on National Tire and Wheel in the 4-wheel drive magazine, and it was right there as a listing part number, and you just pick up the phone and get it. You know, we want to bring that back. There'll be some exclusivity with it, you know, as far as numbers go and how many will be produced. But, you know, you guys, if you want to reach out and give us your comments on that, we really would appreciate it. That feedback's going right to the guys here.
Yep.
And it is something that really could work and be good for all of us in the truck community. Just a way for us to give back. Same thing on our end. It'd hardly be worth us wasting our space to store them for what we'll make. But if we can bolt them on trucks and have our Davis edition not be on boggers but be on Mickey Thompson Bajas, what better? Like, that is the super old school, exclusive, you know, and they rode good. And now, if they come back,
we're talking about using new technology that'll make them perform even better. I mean, that was one of the things at the time when we did it. We were kind of limited on what we, you know, the technology we were able to use in the product. And we're looking at trying to bring it back in a new version, a radial version. But really, when it comes to the sizes, we've done so many different things over the years. We really want to know what you guys are looking for nowadays. What are you looking for, those, you know, square bodies and other items? What kind of items do you want to look for so we can make things fresh and get you out there enjoying your toys again?
Yep, and we're glad to be part of it. As always, And just to debunk the rumors and here's proof in the pudding for one. I wish I could flew Greg out here and had him here too, but it's stuff that happened one time, guys. It's not going to happen in a lifetime again. Weld wheel. Now, I mean, we got kids that buy these things that don't even have trucks. It's crazy. They got 4 wheels polished up sitting in their bedroom because they want to be part of that cult. They want to be part of that following. And it's probably one of the reasons they block us on some of the pages, because we got stories to tell that can't be duplicated. The guys out on the West Coast that have wheels, a lot of those wheels came from us. They bought the stuff from us to have because it was gone. When they stopped it, it was gone. These tires. When they stopped it, it was gone. That's why I was just joking with Joe. I need 2 more to go with these because I don't have a pair and they're too big for my bicycle. So we were trying to figure out a way to make this into a set. But in all for realness, guys, thanks for watching. We appreciate the support. It's things like this that give us a ton of pride and fun. For real, Joe did kind of disappear, got busy with his kids, got busy with business. This whole deal went away. Daniel and Brian started handling the off-road side of things. Mickey Thompson shifted, so now you're just ordering on the computer. There's no personal touch, but our relationship with him goes back to when there was a personal touch. There was a guy on the phone. There was a person that showed up.
I'm still there on the phone every day, baby.
And he was the one, they never gave us anything. Like, I was the first guy to have 46 claws. I was the first guy to have 54 claws. They didn't give them to us. I still had to pay for them. Might have saved a couple bucks in shipping or something, but he was always like, dude, this is coming out. This is coming out, So we always supported the product and the brand, and just picked up a set for one of my old school trucks of their 46 line. And that's going to be cool too. I wish I had that here today. I was trying to, but we didn't get it put together in time. But enough of that, guys. Thanks for the support. Mickey Thompson in the house today. See his van in the background. And we'll see if we can hook his son up with something. Thanks, guys.